All right. How y'all doing? Ashe. This is the goddess Giselle, the she boss, spiritual boss with the spiritual sauce, all right? And coming to you with an episode of Queendom Quality Empire. So, listen, y'all, once again, we are back. I don't know where the time has gone, but it is October the 1st, and it is, of course, time for the 90-day self-help self-check challenge, okay? So today is day one. Now this year, for the 90-day self-help self-check challenge, because it is the third year, I will be doing a 90-day video vlog for people who are not able to necessarily start the challenge at the same time, or in the future want to participate in this challenge. Also, the challenge will be available for PDF download. It will include a 90-day step-by-step manual, along with the video vlog. All right. So I am going to be documenting my 90 days, as well as every day doing a daily video vlog for that particular day, the focus of the week, and the actual curriculum that will go along with that day. So and this is because I have been asked, how do I do the 90-day challenge by other people. And basically I started the 90-day challenge 2 years ago. Excuse me, well, this will be the third year. So 3 years ago, I started the challenge because I wanted to challenge myself, and I felt like a New Year's resolution or challenge for something that was supposed to happen immediately the following day after December 31st was unrealistic, because I know many of times I have tried New Year's resolutions and failed. And I think that just being real with myself and thinking back on why I was unsuccessful with those challenges, or what caused me to fail, was the fact that I hadn't conditioned myself mentally, physically, spiritually, or anything previously or ahead of time. Now, knowing what I know now moving forward, it takes at least 21 days of repetition doing something to consistently do it, to develop a new habit, or let's just say undevelop an old habit. So I figured, 90 days could really change your life with something that you are completely focused and honed in on. Now, what I usually do is 90 days before I start the challenge, I start to work on mindset shift, and I do a 21-day challenge ahead of time. I did not make a video blog about that, in reference to the 21 days, but it's more like just preparing yourself and things that you are planning on challenging yourself during the 90 days. You want to kind of go ahead and put yourself in the mind frame, in the mental space of actually already being the person that you are willing or challenging yourself to become. All right. Which is hopefully a better version of yourself. Now, the whole idea is to, after the 90-day challenge is over with, to continue to hold on to the new routines and new improvements that you have made to become that better version of yourself. The worst thing you could do is go backwards on something that you've already overcome. All right. So that's the whole idea of the challenge. So I just wanted to give you a little insight and a little prelude into why I did this challenge and what we're going to be doing this year for the challenge. So thank you for all of you all who have decided to participate and commit. And hopefully you have accountability partner that you can do the challenge with. I definitely strongly recommend an accountability partner, because that will not only allow you to be accountable or have someone that can hold you accountable for things that you said you were going to do, but it also helps you to understand that no one's perfect, and there will be some ups and downs. There'll be some failures, but it's kind of having that other person to do it with. A lot of times that makes it more that gives you more initiative to do it. Not only do you want to prove it to yourself, now you want to prove it to the person that you decided to allow to hold you accountable to the things that you said. All right. I think one of the hardest things for a person to do is to hold themselves accountable. So what I have found, by committing to something and admitting it, and then telling someone else what you're deciding to do, someone that you trust, some confident, or someone that you can vent to or relate to, or someone that's trying to do the same thing or along the same, mind frame, then I found that it requires you to be held accountable. And once you say it out loud, you kind of put the seal of the deal on it. The worst thing you could do, I think the worst feeling in the world is to say you're going to do something and then don't commit to it. All right. And you feel like you failed yourself. So with that being said, the first week of the 90-day self-help self-check challenge, we're going to focus on is mindset. All right, mindset. So this is about shifting your mindset and really honing in on what your focus is. All right, wherever your focus goes, your focus grows. And what that means is whatever you are actually paying attention to, that's what's going to become a priority. So let's talk about where is your focus going and what are you focused on? Are the things that you're focused on in your best interest? Are they going to benefit you in the future? Are they producing results on a daily, or is it something that's wasting your time? Is it an unnecessary distraction? Does it even require your involvement? And when I say that, I mean sometimes we get involved in other people's shit that doesn't really concern or involve us or affect us in any way. We just want to play that captain saver role. And so we find ourselves always trying to insert ourselves in situations that really don't concern us. So that could be where your focus is going. Or sometimes we do this as a convenience because it's easier to focus on other people's problems than it is to focus on our own. I think one of the hardest things is to really challenge yourself and self-check yourself. So that's why I created this challenge, is to really challenge yourself and to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Ask yourself questions about things that you know you need to ask yourself. The tough questions that you have not focused on, the tough questions that you have not came to grips with, and some of those things that are even harder and that you bury below the surface level. That's what this challenge is meant to tackle and overcome, because we are like, trauma and drama is like layers of onion peels, and the more that we have stacked on us and we suppress, then we have more layers of things that we actually need to work through. So sometimes it requires peeling back each layer one by one and kind of digging deeper and going to the depths of the actual problem, you know what I'm saying, where it started, where it began, where it derived from, and then tackling it that way. We don't carry the burden on our shoulders that we are even unaware that we're carrying. Okay, in the spiritual world we call it shadow work, but in just the regular physical or human aspect we call it personal development. Okay, so personal development and spiritual development goes pretty much hand in hand, and this challenge focuses on personal, professional, and spiritual development. So this is definitely for you business owners and entrepreneurs, and those of us who desire to do more, have more, be more, achieve more, things of that nature. You got some goals or some dreams or some accomplishments that you really want to get to. You've been kind of putting to the side. You've been half-assing. You haven't really been giving it your all. This is the time to do that. If you can change a new habit or develop a new habit in 21 days, imagine what you can do in 90 days by just committing to yourself. All right. So just understand that this is a commitment to yourself. You don't have to make a grand announcement about it, but you can. That's fine. But this is more so for your benefit. And this is something that you're doing for you. You're not doing it for clout, and you're not doing it for confirmation or validation from something or someone outside of yourself. All right. So, like I said, this week we're going to be focusing on mindset. All right, mindset. And that's basically to get our minds adjusted to where we need it to be. If you are easily distracted, if you don't even know what your goals are, if you're not clear about where you're headed, if you're not clear about what you're dealing with, if you're not clear about what you really want to achieve or accomplish, you're going to find yourself roaming aimlessly through life. So one of the things that was a lot of what we're going to be focused on during the first week is actually becoming clear and setting clear goals and setting clear aspirations and getting a clear mindset of what we clearly need to focus on, and getting off of the things that we don't need to focus on or where our distractions are coming from. So for day one, the challenge is to list your top 5 challenges, all right, that you want to accomplish over the next 90 days, all right? What I suggest is just 5 at the most, 3 at the least, all right? Your top 3 to 5 things that you want to accomplish, and just kind of, take it easy. One thing about the 90-day self-help self-check challenge is the things that you don't accomplish within the 90 days, don't worry. you don't consider yourself failing, you still can do it another 90. Like you can stop that 90 days. Once you complete it, the things that were harder for you to overcome, or you feel like you could have did much better, challenge yourself again. I challenge myself every 90 days. That's 4 quarters out of the year to do something or achieve something that I didn't do. And I feel like this year I was really kind of all over the place. I definitely achieved some things, but I feel like I could achieve a lot more. So one of my main challenges is my ability to become more organized and strategic with achieving my goals. All right. So that's just an example of a goal or something that you can set for yourself. I have a couple of other things, but my particular goals are not relevant to yours. This is really about you. You just need to fill in the blanks and figure out what's in your best interest and what is stopping you from becoming the best version of yourself right now. All right. So ask yourself that tough question. What are 3 to 5 challenges that I really need to sit down and challenge myself to overcome? All right. The next thing you want to ask yourself is, what are the top 5 reasons for overcoming these challenges? All right. So an example of this would be like the top 5 reasons. So I put an example on the manual that I created for this challenge. Let me pull it up because I thought I had it in front of me. And also there'll be other questions that we'll be covering over the next 90 days as well to kind of help to guide the people that are committing themselves to this challenge on which way to go. So an example of the 5 reasons would be like, for example, lack of sense of direction, or another one would be need to stop committing self to tasks that are not serving my mission. So these are 2 examples that I would give you for what are 5 reasons for wanting to overcome these challenges. All right. So next question would be, what are 5 things you will achieve by overcoming these challenges? So the example for this would be commitment to business goals would be one, and another thing that would be an achievement, or one thing that will be looking to achieve by overcoming my challenges is financial literacy. All right. And that's just based on not just building credit, not just cleaning credit and building credit, but also maintaining credit, how to utilize credit, how to leverage credit, and how to actually use that credit to gain assets. All right. So the next thing you want to focus on is you want to list 5 characteristics to describe the version of yourself. So this is basically who you want to become. 5 characteristics that you see yourself becoming, or the best version of yourself. I would say, and this is for who you're looking to become at the end of the 90 days. That is the example I put down is like a more spiritually balanced person, and a more focus driven person. All right. So the next thing is, how will you hold yourself accountable for backslides during the next 90 days? All right. So what I said was I was going to start a backslide jar, and that would be to donate $5 for every time that I do not achieve my daily goal. So that could end up costing a lot, because what I'm going to actually do is donate the money that's in that jar to a charity of my choice. One of the other examples I put for being able to hold myself accountable is to call or text my accountability partner and report my transgression. So basically, like, I have an accountability partner, and what I would do if I had a day where I did not do that well, or I know I completely just effed up, you feel me, and I really need to be held accountable for that, I'm going to reach out to my accountability partner and let them know, hey, you know what? I did this today, and I really am disappointed in myself, because I know that this is one of the biggest obstacles I have to overcome. All right. Like I said, one of the hardest things is to really be held accountable for your actions, and really get real with yourself about being honest about the things that's stopping you from achieving the best version of yourself. All right. And sometimes it could be very small things. They don't even have to be anything major. All right. So the last thing we're focusing on for day 1 is the top 5 self-inspired affirmations. All right. And a couple of examples I put down is I'm a powerful leader, and I am grateful for financial abundance. All right. So you can write down whatever 5 affirmations that you would like to use for that day. Say them in the mirror 10 times repeat them 10 times to yourself in the mirror by looking yourself in the eyes. This is helping to implement mirror manifestation. And also throughout the day, just kind of look at your list and remind yourself, reaffirm those things to yourself. Say them out loud. If you're in a space where, you can't talk, or you will look stupid if you start talking to yourself, go to the bathroom, get a quiet space, have some quiet time, get a peace of mind, and just constantly repeat that to yourself. And make sure that you try, if you have the opportunity, look at yourself in the mirror, in your eyes, while you're saying this. This is how you speak life into yourself. All right. So that's what I got for y'all today. In addition to the daily focal points, we will be having you will have an opportunity to do your daily or your morning gratitude, like what you are showing or writing down that you have gratitude for, and then your evening gratitude. All right. And then you also have a page in here for your daily journaling or scripting. That could be, and journaling would be like what you want to happen. Scripting would be as if it has already happened. So that's kind of the difference between whatever journaling and scripting is. For me, I will be scripting because I'm going to be writing it as if it already happened. That's how I'm going to be powering my manifestations into giving them more life and giving them more power. All right. So I will be using the method of believing it has already happened. All right. And once you start getting your mind to focus on the fact that it's already happened, then before you know it, it will happen, because the mind has no awareness of the past or the future. The mind is only aware of the present. That's why I am are two of the most powerful statements in the universe. Okay, so that's why it's important that you speak these daily affirmations to yourself and repeat them over and over to yourself while looking at yourself in the mirror in your eyes. Okay, so that's the power in that, because you're giving not this, and that's what I was saying. Not only are the words powerful in themselves, but you looking in your eyes and affirming it to yourself is speaking life and power into the things that you are actually trying to bring into fruition and you're manifesting. Okay, so I hope that this worked to help. If you're interested in booking a call for personal, professional, spiritual development, then you can definitely go on over to the website and schedule a consultation at www.shiiboss21.inc.com, or you can text wealth to 334-666-4842, and my assistant will respond back to you with the booking link so that you can schedule a call. All right. So I hope that this video helped to bring some value to those of y'all seeking to improve on themselves on different levels, you know what I'm saying, or ready to go to that next level, but just kind of trying to overcome and get over yourself. This challenge is for you. Feel free to tell others about it who are on the same wavelength and trying to achieve the same goals. Your business bestie, your bestie in real life, friends, family members, hell, tell a stranger. It doesn't matter. But like I said, make sure that you do it for you and you commit it to yourself and stick to it. If you do not have an accountability partner, then reach out to me as well. Text accountability partner, and we'll try to see, can we link you up with someone who doesn't have accountability partner as well. All right. So we're going to make this happen for you all. Once again, thank you for joining me. As always, I speak nothing but infinite blessings and abundance on your life, your wealth, your health, your community, your existence, and your love. Okay, till we meet again next time. Ashe. Peace.